everybody.
Hi. Jeff and Steph's
Excellent.
adventure.
With batteries.
And dogs.
Always dogs.
Yeah.
Always dogs.
So, we wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about batteries today. And since you've probably seen previous videos now, we do have a new RV. And we decided to upgrade batteries. On our Montana fifth wheel, we were driving around with 4
6-volt Trojan batteries.
Yes, and we were using that in conjunction with our solar panels on our Montana, and they were working great. We had known at some point we wanted to upgrade to lithium batteries, and we have been looking at them. But when we decided to switch rigs, we just decided this was going to be the best time to do it. So.
Yeah. So the lead acid batteries worked great.
Yeah.
And with the pretty basic solar package that we had, it was really good.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of dated technology and weight.
A lot of extra weight we were carrying around, and 4 batteries take up a lot of space too. And when space is such a commodity in an RV, you know, you try to do what you can with as little as you have.
I don't think I need to do this video. I think you got this.
Oh, brother.
So those 4 batteries were very heavy, to the tune of 62 pounds each, and we had 4 of them. So, you know, we're looking at 248 pounds, 250 pounds of just dead weight battery.
Yeah.
And the advantage of lithiums, one of the big advantages to them is weight. And we went with Battleborn, and 1 Battleborn battery is 30 pounds. So now we have 2 Battleborn batteries at a combined weight of 60, which is still less than 1 of the batteries that we had. Now, amp hours is the big deal with RVs, and with lead acid batteries we had 230 amp hours, and I won't go on and on and on about how you figure out amp hours, but each battery was 230 amps, wired in parallel and series, so we had 2 big 230 amp batteries, because the 2 6s make 12, so we got 2 12s. But with lead acid, you can only use half of the available amperage, because when they discharge below 50%, it starts to ruin the battery.
Right.
This is the advantage.
Takes away from the life of them.
Yeah, it reduces the life big time. And the advantage of lithium batteries is you can take them down to, you really don't want to take them to 0, but you can take them pretty much.
If you did on accident or had to, you could take them down to all the way to 0, and it wouldn't damage the life of the battery.
Right. So, that said, with these 2 batteries, we have a full 200. So the only difference is a shortage of 30 amps. So I call that a wash. It's the same thing for what we got.
Right.
And if you're going to buy lithium batteries, I made some notes.
Yeah.
About some
Let us know.
Some advantages.
We've been looking at lithium batteries, and there are cheaper or less expensive made lithium batteries that are not Battleborn, but we chose Battleborn because they're made here in the U.S. and they're actually made at and shipped from Nevada. And
we like Nevada.
Yeah, we try to buy American when at all possible. So that was a big thing for us. And their customer service department is renowned for being available with questions, and we've had a lot. So we've been on the phone with them a lot, and you know, we thought that was really important and such a great selling point that you can call them up and have someone walk you through any process. And we are going to install ours on our own, and so that was key, being able to reach someone there in customer service who could walk us through certain things.
And like everything else we've heard or watched videos on with Battleborn, they were all 100% correct.
Yeah.
It's a great company.
Yeah.
So we wanted reliability.
For sure.
And we knew this was going to be a big expense.
Yeah.
Because they're a big expense.
Yeah, they really are. But
crazy amount of money.
Let us know, why don't you tell us why they're more money? Because that's was
Well-
an important part in this whole buying process. Is what are we paying for? Why are we paying, $800 to $900 a battery? What are we getting out of that? So why don't you tell us?
Well, you're getting American made,
Mhm.
and anything American made is going to be generally, for the most part, better than foreign made, especially made in China. We have tighter quality control standards, and that goes from parts to the lithium to the construction. It's going to be done better being made in America, and they're probably going to stand behind it because we know where they live. Right?
We do.
We know where they live, and
And we have a house on wheels, so we can find them.
right. But yeah, they are very expensive, and the advantage of these batteries is lithium in general don't need venting. Now, venting is basically giving them air to breathe because they outgas when they get hot. Or under certain charging conditions, the water inside those batteries will boil and outgas. So you have to vent them, and because of that, you have to maintain them, which means you have to add water, distilled water. Remember how much trouble we had trying to find distilled water?
For sure.
I mean,
the lithium batteries are essentially maintenance free.
They don't heat up. They don't get cold.
You don't have to constantly check and watch.
No.
Temperatures, etc.
In fact, a lot of times in RVs and smaller builds, they're put under the floors and stuff because they're a long life battery. For instance, Battleborns have the highest cycles guaranteed, which is around 5,000. And if you do the math, if you cycle your battery every day for 5,000 cycles, it's about 13 years. So if they guarantee them for that long, that means it's probably going to last 15 or 20 years.
Yeah.
So it's really outside of the initial output of money, you've got a battery that's gonna you're not going to have to replace. And in fact, the way Stephanie buys RVs, we're going to take these batteries with us and put them in the next one.
Are you blaming this on me?
Well, we'll be able to take these batteries with us, which is cool because we want to add another battery and another battery over time.
Yes.
And generate more useful storage. We'll have that. The other advantage of these is they charge about 5 times quicker than a lead acid battery, and that's huge, especially if we're going to get to the point where we do our whole solar system. We want a quick charge off the sun. We don't want to wait 24 hours to get a 30% charge. We want, and 5 times faster is really fast.
Right.
So that's something we're definitely pretty excited about with the lithium batteries.
Yeah.
So
This was a big purchase for us and very exciting, and we are going to show you the installation process next.
this
So,
will be fun.
yeah, I will put a link to Battleborn batteries in the description. So if you want to contact them or have any questions, feel free to look up their website or contact them. And stay tuned and watch this video through to the end and see the installation done by Jeff.
It's so hot outside, I'm going to sweat so bad doing this.
It's in the hundreds.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
I do have to add one more thing before.
Yeah.
One of the biggest reasons we got lithiums was because we have a residential fridge now.
Oh, yes.
So in the old fridge, it was a two-way fridge, so you can switch it from gas to electric depending on where you were, or if you were out boondocking. We're not huge boondockers, but we will do more boondocking as time goes by. We get a little bit more, we get some solar and the ability to stay off-grid more. But we've experienced a lot of power outages in campgrounds and other places we've been that can last anywhere from 3 minutes to hours.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know if you noticed, but the most valuable thing on the planet right now is food. When you go to the grocery store.
Yeah, especially when you fill your fridge up.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
You don't want to lose all that. It's so expensive for groceries nowadays.
Yep.
So, yeah, we decided that we'd like to have more backup power just
For sure.
for those types of situations.
And I did the calculation on this particular
The
fridge we
residential.
have.
Yeah,
This
we have a
residential fridge.
Samsung fridge in
It's
our
pretty big.
paradigm.
I think it's 19 square feet or something like that.
Cubic feet,
feet.
yeah.
And it would use about, on one battery, if that was the only thing running. Now the inverter's running, so there's a little bit of power draw from that, but that fridge would last about 15 hours cycling on and off on one battery. So we would have 30 hours total.
Yeah, that's great.
Now there's a lot of people on forums that say, well, you don't just leave your fridge on. You let it run for 5 hours and you unplug it for a couple hours, then you plug it back in. So you could actually stretch that more and more and more.
Right.
But we do have a generator too. So we got to the point where the batteries were low right now. We didn't have solar. We could plug in, keep the batteries charged up, and keep running quite a while.
So don't forget to like and subscribe
To Jeff and Steph's
excellent lithium battery.
Oh yeah,
Adventure.
it's gonna be fun.
Okay. Talk to you soon, guys.
Let's get out there in the heat, Stephanie.
So the first thing you want to do is make sure you disconnect all power, shut off your breakers, anything, air conditioning, whatever you might have running.
Today we are installing 2 Battleborn lithium batteries.
Yay!
And let me step out of here for a second.
So we have one lead acid battery that came with our new RV, and we've been wanting some Battleborns, and we decided to just bite the bullet and invest in some. So here we are. They're 100 amp hours, is that correct?
Right, 100 amp hours each, which will give us 200 amp hours in total. And this is somewhat the start of our solar system, but our main concern is we have a residential fridge. And with a residential fridge, we've been at a lot of campgrounds. Power goes out off and on, or, could be longer. And I did the calculations, and our fridge per battery will run about 15 hours. So with 2 batteries, we have about a 30-hour run time if power went out and it was going to be out for an extended amount of time. So we have that, and we have the generator just in case. But the Battleborn batteries will give us about 30 hours. Now down the road, we'll add battery monitors and solar and all that other good stuff. But right now, we just want to get these batteries installed and get this rig powered back up. It's hot.
Yeah, it is a very hot day, and we had to turn all the air conditioning down. The dogs are inside, so...
And I get to wear these sexy gloves today.
Yeah, you're looking really nice.
Wear these? I never wear these.
I know, you look
every
great.
Every time I see people doing stuff, they wear gloves now. I don't know what that's all about, but I want to be cool too.
Yeah, you look really cool, honey.
Yeah, so.
And Jeff, in preparation of this, he also removed his wedding band.
Oh yeah, because I didn't want to get an arc out on fry my finger.
So that's a helpful hint.
Yeah.
If you are doing battery installing or replacing, jewelry is a bad idea.
Very bad idea. So I turned off our battery also, just to make sure.
And where do you turn that off at?
Right here.
Okay.
So the battery is off as well. So we're going to take our, what is this? This is a 1/2-inch drive. And we are going to take these off of here.
I'm going to see if I can come in over the top of you
Yeah,
and show
can
them
you see
what's
that?
going on. Yep.
So, contrary to popular belief, you take off the positive side first. A lot of people want to take the negative side off first, but you actually take the positive off first, like that. And we'll take this one out.
You make this look so easy.
Yeah. YouTube, right?
Yeah. YouTube University.
Yep. So we'll push this back out of our way, hopefully. It doesn't have a lot of extra cord here, but so the lead acid battery, thankfully this one has a little handle on it.
And
It's
she is
super.
a heavy beast.
It's a beast, yeah, it really is.
And the Battleborn lithium batteries versus lead acid, the lithium batteries weigh nothing
So this is about 64 pounds,
for one battery.
and these are 28 each. So
Wow.
these two together,
Equal less than the
and
lead
it's
acid.
like way more power. They should for what you pay for these things, but
Right.
just a lot more power, yeah. So I definitely want to get this out of my way so it doesn't cause it. So we'll put one battery here.
So So we managed to fit both Battleburn batteries into this little tray they have inside.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, they were very tight getting in there, but it looks like they are going to work. Yay.
All right. All right. So, like this. Then we do the washer. These gloves aren't good for picking stuff up, I see.
All right.
I can't pick that up. Oh, there it is. Okay. Put that on there. Okay, so we are going to tighten that up a bit. Okay. Righty tighty, right?
Yes. So you want to make sure you get this nice and tight.
Roger that. And we'll extra tighten that up in a second. So then we're gonna put this on this with, let's see the best way to do this. So when you hook up your posts, okay, you got your two positives and your two negatives. This is really important. When you hook up to the load, we want opposite red, opposite black. So you don't want to hook from here to here because you're not going to get all the power out of this battery. So we want to go from here to here, which gives it an even discharge and charge through both of the batteries. So we do opposite corners. The opposite negative will become the load. Follow me?
You got it.
Okay. So tighten those. Since we're connecting from this negative on this battery, we're going to put this one on with the single wire, and then the double wire, which is the back one, will be double wired like this one. So this one will go on first. You follow that?
Yeah, you might have to show us.
Okay. You don't want to connect the battery like a regular car battery. Negative, positive, straight into the negative and positive. You want to do opposite batteries because this becomes one uniform battery when you hook the two of them up together.
Oh, gotcha.
You follow me?
Yes.
Okay. So now we want to take this and we are going to connect it.
So we got 3 connected, going for the last one right now. And fingers crossed. As you can see, we had to prop the cover up with a board because it kept falling in the way as Jeff was trying to tighten.
I could have taken it off, but that seemed like a lot more work.
So we made a little temporary prop there out of a piece of board. So we have all 4 ends connected, just making sure they're all tightened, and we have a battery cover we need to put down over the top here.
That is not going to work as good because of all these new wires.
I see that. So if you are installing lithium batteries, you have to make sure your inverter is compatible with them. And ours actually has a switch.
Little toggle switch.
A toggle switch to change from lead acid to lithium ion. And so Jeff, it's in our control panel down there, and Jeff just went in and switched them over.
Right. And if it's not, you got to make sure before you hook up lithiums that your inverter is lithium compatible. Because if you can't use lithiums if they're not lithium compatible.
Correct. So we had all the power off, and Jeff is going out now that we switched to the lithium ion toggle on our control panel. He's going to go out and turn power on so we can see if they work. Fingers crossed.
So the only thing left to do is to turn on the inverter and make sure this is going to run off batteries, and I did it right. So
Yay.
As you can see, the lights are on. It's already now.
Yeah, the fridge is working.
And
we turned the
fridge is lit up.
Yay. Life
So
is
we're good. Right, we're good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to turn the pedestal back on so we can have
What
some...
do you think, Gizmo?
so we can have some AC.
Yes, please.
I'm sweating my ass off.
It's very hot. Jeff's having his own wet t-shirt contest today.